Hello, hello, and welcome back for more perseverance and peril among the treacherous tunnels and corrupted corridors of Perfidious Manor as we draw near the Promised Land in Darkest Dungeon. What Promised Land am I talking about? Well, Resolve rank 5, as you can see, a couple troopers who are actually only a single point of EXP away, and though we've only been at it a mere 46 weeks, which doesn't quite compare to Moses' 40 years in the desert, you know, it's still not too late for us to drop dead just short of our goal, much like old Moses did. And by that, I mean, of course, we would send a crew of Seekers who are on the cusp of Resolve Rank 5 into the dungeon, only to have them killed by some unlucky creations from RN Jesus. That'd be a big enough dick move on the dungeon's part to qualify for Old Testament caliber, I feel. And, you know, I'm not trying to call out Lucy Pevensy's deity of choice here for being kind of an asshole, but if you've read the Old Testament, you know that Old Testament God was kind of an asshole, whether he's an old man with a beard and a robe or a lion, kind of a jerk. I mean, turned a dude's wife to Saul, ordered his most devout worshiper to murder his son, tortured the holy screaming fuck out of Job just because he thought it was funny, and to top it all off, he drowned everyone on Earth except for one crazy old drunk and his family. So, you know, not exactly the best fucking track record there, Aslan. I mean, no offense, but you're kind of a jerk, dude. Kind of a jerk. Couldn't you just, like, lie about, purr softly, and, I don't know, maybe swat a ball of yarn around hilariously? I really feel that's more the kind and soft, cuddly God I would prefer. More of a New Testament God, I suppose. Anyway, probably not a conversation we should have while Lucy Pevensey is struggling to make her way back to a solid mental health state. Probably something we should wait on for her to get out of the sanitarium before we start challenging her belief system. So, you know what? Let's just step away from the issue, let Lucy deal with her problems in her own way, and go see what missions the old dungeon has on offer today. Alright then, so, again, we only have 2 medium missions. Still no medium mission in a Weald. That's troubling. Another fasting seal, that'll be like our 3rd one, and we don't use the 2 we have. The 8 crests are tempting, however, and that's a long mission. With a long mission, we could almost guarantee Resolve Rank 5 for at least Candy Jade and probably Half-Cock Jack as well. And possibly even Roderick Usher. Would be close. Let's see what we got in the Warrens. Less good. You know what? No, I don't want to do a short mission at all. So we're going back into the ruins then. You're not a ruins phobe, are you, Roderick? No, you are not. Good. So the main point of contention here then is just going to be picking a team. Who has the Puff Puff Pass scroll? Lucy, you better not have taken the Puff Puff. Alright, I was going to be a little salty if you had taken the Puff Puff Pass scroll with you into the sanitarium. You know the rule. It's Puff Puff Pass. I mean, I've just mentioned it numerous times, so, you know, make with the pass. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I think we'll take Madeline Usher in as our healer then. Now, the question is, do we want to spread around a little bit of glory? I wouldn't mind taking Arya Stark in, but she's got a bit of a... You know, probably a long mission, maybe punching above her weight. At only Resolve ranked... I mean, she is rank 3, which theoretically does qualify to go on this mission for a long mission, but she is a little more stressed than I would like. But we could do some nice stuff, maybe with a Roderick Usher. Roderick needs 9 Resolve EXP. That would be almost the most we have ever gotten. We could take Candy Jade, who needs only 1, but taking Candy on a long mission kind of seems like a suboptimal strategy. That's actually wasting Resolve EXP. If we're going to do anything with Candy, it should be a short mission. Similarly with Half-Cock Jack. You know what? No, I don't think this is the mission. Let's do Half-Cock Jack in the lead, Roderick Usher on backup, and Dr. Strange on drums. Yeah, there we go. Well, I guess it's actually Madeline Usher on drums. Dr. Strange is probably, I don't know, what, like rhythm guitar or maybe keyboards. Keyboard seems about right for Doc Strange. He strikes me as the kind of guy who would be a keyboard player. Not so much rhythm guitar, because Dr. Strange is an old white dude. I gotta guess his rhythm probably not exactly styling in that department. So let's get working then. Long mission, gonna take a ton of food as we provision out here. 2 logs. Let's go a little crazy on food. We're gonna take 30 food, actually. 30 food seems good. 4 shovels is an absolute must. We're taking 1 of everything else. And I'm thinking about also making that include torches. We could do a dark run here. Go into the long, dark, like, shuffle mode? Do we dare do it? You know what? I think it's worth a shot. Let's give it a whirl. We got 2 opportunities to camp. That's stress reduction. Nobody really has a lot of stress going in. Let's do it. Let's see if we can just haul out a ton of loot. Let's see if we can just strip this dungeon down to its bare bones, empty that shit out, and walk out richer than Croesus and ready to live like kings. Although I suppose living like kings, if you're Croesus, kind of follows because he was a king. He was the king of Crete. So, probably kind of difficult to live like anything but a king if you're Croesus, because, you know, he was a king. Anyway, I'm just saying the word king a lot. Let's get started. Pretty reasonable layout here. We got to do 100% of room battles. Let's just scoot up and around. We're going everywhere, so might as well get going. Free torch is... well, it's a free torch. Not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. Although when buying a horse, isn't it customary to look a horse in the mouth? Aren't you supposed to check their teeth? Man, that trap fucked us up. Well, come on now, Mr. Narrator. So, bookshelves. We could use an item on this, but you know what? I think I'm just going to chance it with Halfcock, or with Doctor Strange anyway. Doctor Strange really doesn't usually come out in a negative from reading books. Hey, found a map, see? Doctor Strange, proven his worth already. Well, I was going to say we managed to skip 1 battle with our pathing, but we actually just traded 1 battle for another. On the plus side, we are going to get... man, that's a long map, Doctor Strange. Nicely done. Holy shit pickles. It's a map of the entire dungeon. Alright then, Doctor Strange. That was a remarkable find, sir. Jeez. The Eye of Agamotto actually worked for a change. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of beside myself. We got a lot of hallway battles. What are you? The Bone Commander. Well, you're new. Can we get lucky and get the stress causer? Yes, we can. Fantastic start. Jesus, Doctor Strange knocking this shit out of the park. How does he start the mission? Finds a map of the entire dungeon and then murders 2 of our opponents straight away before they even get a chance to go. His stun resistance is terrible. Let's Dazzling Light him. There we go. I have to assume that Johnny Giant Badass here is probably not going to get a swing. Nice damage from Roderick Usher, by the way. Alright, so we could open Vein on him, but there's really no advantage to that. How about a 24 damage critical from Halfcock Jack to finish it off? Man, that was a pretty damn resounding victory right there. 2 extra food is good. We're going to eat that 2 food, actually. Recover some of the damage we took from that trap. No, I want to look at how many shovels do we need? Well, we need 3 shovels. So we could use one on... you know what? No, let's just risk it. Is it a risk at this point? Can I even legitimately call it a risk when we have Doctor Strange poke around in an interactable object? The guy is so damn lucky. I don't really think calling it a risk is fair at this point. It's more of a guaranteed slam dunk. Watch as he interacts with this bookshelf and doesn't find anything because he already found a map of the whole dungeon in the last one. Another fight for us here. Gargoyles and the Slavering Ghoul. The surprise is strong. We actually kind of need that surprise. Good opener from Doctor Strange. 15 aggregate damage. I'll take it. This is going to be a kill, probably. Yeah, Halfcock Jack destroying him, as the narrator so politely put out for us. Reasonably stun resistant, but I'm still going to go for the Dazzling Light. And we did get the stun. Excellent. I don't want that guy piling stress on us. Those guys are gigantic dickbags. And I would prefer to not have a Slavering Ghoul chucking skulls full of doom at us. Man, Gargoyle's quick. 1 damage, because Roderick Usher is a walking human tank and doesn't give a fuck about anything anyone does to him ever. Halfcock Jack pulling a kill. I think we'll go for the Judgment out of Lucy. We want to try and get damage on this guy before he gets a chance to go. He is still stunned, although not any longer. Facial stabbing. Facial stabbing getting it done.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
And now we've got some interesting choices to make. Mostly, what do we throw on the floor? Well, I think we're going to eat. You gotta be kidding me, there's more food in here. I'm not even sure we can eat all this food. We have more food than we can eat. Alright, well, we definitely want the emeralds. The citrines I could probably make do without. Portraits we kind of need. Deeds we also kind of need. Alright, we're going to ditch the bandage then. And we'll take the emeralds, and we can take the holy water just because we got a slot for it. The citrine, I'm going to leave. I'm going to gamble that that extra holy water will be more useful for us than the citrine in the long run. Let's put Half-Cock Jack back in front, and in we go to the next group. Don't like this layout at all. A kill on the Bone Noble like last time would have been a nice thing to get, but we didn't even get close. We are going to get a kill straight off from Half-Cock Jack, who's going to smear that cultist all over. Madeline Usher getting some stress. I have to assume, yeah, another stress attack. Which she dodged. Well done, Maddie. I'm proud of you. And Half-Cock Jack dodged a bump in the night. So, old turn there for Team Enemy wasn't exactly stellar. 10 damage on the Bone Noble. It's not nothing. We're going for the Jacques. 12 damage from Roderick Usher, which is less than we would have liked. But that's okay, because Half-Cock Jack is there to sweep up the mess. And we'll just chop that bitch in half. Literally, I think Roderick just actually bifurcated her. From crown of the skull to the middle of the pelvis, he split that bitch in half. And no, I'm not being gross. You know what I meant. Roderick Usher did not have sex with her violently. He literally split her in half. And having said that, now I don't know which one actually sounds worse. It could honestly go either way. Is anybody hurt? I don't think anybody even got hit. We could camp. I mean, that would be one decent way to free up some inventory spot. We need busts. Quite badly. You know what? We're going to trade the Portress. We need the busts. And I think we will camp. Let's get some buffs out. I know we don't have any stress at all, but I need the inventory slot. And I want the buffs. It's probably worth camping just for the buffs. And we'll get rid of some food as well. So that's going to open up 2 slots for us. What kind of buffs can we do? Stand tall. Perhaps. Definitely going to clean guns, because you always clean your guns. Let's get some bandit sense out. Fantastic. Reduce our chance of being surprised. Dark Ritual, meh. Reduce Torchlight by 33. And heals everybody. Nobody's really hurt. We don't need to abandon hope. We could give somebody a pep talk. There's merit in that. We don't need wound care. We could bless someone, and I think we probably should. Let's bless... You know what? Let's bless Doctor Strange, actually. Strange as that may sound. Doctor Strange actually bursts into flames if someone from the church touches him. No, we don't really need any stress reduction, so let's encourage. Get rid of what little stress we do have. Do we have any other buffs at all? I think it's just stand tall, right? Alright, so we'll have Roderick Usher stand tall, and that's everybody but Lucy with a buff of some variety. Can we do anything with that one time? We could abandon hope, that's it, right? Yeah, no need to do that then. Let's just rest. Don't abandon hope, Doctor Strange. Keep hope alive, sir. Also, things are going really well. I don't know why you would be despairing or depressed in any fashion. We're doing quite well. Didn't even get ambushed. Heirloom chest. We'll just up. It's of course trapped. Doctor Strange is blighted. You know what? No. Say no to the blight, folks. Say no to the blight. When reading a corn punk novel by Chuck Wendig, say no to the blight. Also, if you haven't read the Heartland series by Chuck Wendig, I heartily recommend them. They're quite good. Another map. What could we possibly have not mapped? I mean, Doctor Strange clearly likes maps, which I don't have a problem with. Maps are kind of cool. Amateur cartography, if that's what we want to go with your hobby, Doc, that's fine. But I'm just saying, you already mapped the whole dungeon. I'm not sure what you were hoping to find on that map. Sack's contents are yours. 50 gold in a bag. That's fine. Doctor Strange continuing his lucky streak. I'm actually tempted to step over here just to get... You know what? I'm going to. We're going to come out here, going to have Doctor Strange loot this backpack, or Lucy, or rather Madeline Usher, who can't help herself. The pack does contain loot, but I think no, she's not keeping it. Alright. That was actually worth it. Quite worth it. So we did everything in that hallway but the fight, which is fine. More interactables. Oh, shit. We've got the object for this. Damn it, Half-Cock Jack. We had the holy water. We could have just purified it if you bastard would have given us in a second. Impatient hose bag. Some stress for Doctor Strange, but nah, it's not really a problem. 20 stress is not really much of an issue. Half-Cock Jack's really coming along nicely in the trap disarmament department. That's 2 for 2. One of his best performances to date, I think. Usually just crams his face on there, and whatever happens, happens. He's a free-willing cat. He just lets it roll. Just unzips his pants and lets it all hang out deliberately. It's, I mean, a little off-putting, but once you've seen it a time or two and had a chance to get used to it, you know, you come around to it. Also, he's got a nice dick, even though it's only half there. I mean, It's kind of why he's called Half-Cock Jack. It's not because he goes off half-cocked, because he actually only has half a penis. Please don't jump in there. Thank you. You know, we've got the thing. Let me use the holy water on the booth, and we can get rid of Dr. Strange's stress. See how that works, Half-Cock Jack? It's much better if you're just a little bit of patience, buddy. Just a, you know, all we need is a little more patience. If you want to sing a shitty song from the 80s, I mean, you could do that, or you could just wait for us to cleanse it with holy water. And then I won't have to sing. Or at least I won't have an excuse to sing. I might sing anyway. Because I hate you. But so, good critical for the start. Nice damage from Half-Cock Jack, although it did not get the kill. Coral. Dr. Strange with the dodge. Man, our guys are really getting shit done for us in the fighting department. Things are going pretty strong. Don't be stunned. Thanks for immediately letting me down. I appreciate it. Do we judgment or heal? You know, I think judgment is actually the better shot here. So, you know, probably judged the wrong person. Probably should have judged the bone bulwark. Then we could have had Dr. Strange go for the back two and kill them with an abyssal artillery. Likely would have been the better move. But opportunity missed, so hey, let's continue doing the wrong thing. Although in this case, actually, we've rallied through and come out the other side. The wrong move, often enough, eventually becomes the right move, because now we'll just have Dr. Strange. Weird reconstruction himself, back to full health. It's a graveyard slash. They did the slash. He caught on in a flash, and then that guy got crushed by Roderick Usher. The loot is real, guys. We're really piling on a hefty sum. A locked sarcophagus. Fortunately, I've got the key to that shit right there. Bam. Oh, yes. Another tough and interesting. I think we put this on, actually. Plus 15 damage percent. No, I don't think we replace it with that. You know, I think we definitely replace it with this, though. Yep, so heavy boots, those got to go. It's going to be the tough ring. And everything else, we really need those busts. We got to get rid of something in favor of the busts. We've already used one holy water. We can't ditch the shovels because we're going to need them. Citrines are... Oh, that's... You know what? No, citrines are gone. We're taking the busts instead. We've got, for once, sort of a reasonably ready supply of cash. In this case, we need the heirlooms more. Food is becoming a bit of a problem, and I'm going to hang on to that medicinal herb as long as I can, in case we come across a banquet table or something. Some extra food would certainly not do us any problems. Alright, so let's head this way. Another... You gotta be kidding me, Jack. Come on, buddy. Yeah, his history of sin, one would think it would be quite a bit to bear, because he keeps poking his fucking face and nose before he gets us a chance to sprinkle a little holy water around the inside. Come on, Jack, man. Every man jack of us is sick of your shit. 10 damage from a facial stabbing from Dr. Strange. That's fine. This is a situation where I actually would prefer if we could have got a grape shot blast. We could have killed that Bone Noble before I got a chance to throw blood in our face, which is... Yep, there you go. Right in Madeline Usher's eyes. She spits and gags every time. I'm telling you, she has a thing about blood when it gets thrown in her face. She basically turns into Carrie at the prom, and now these guys are all doomed forever because you do not piss off Carrie. At the prom or any other time, you fling pig's blood on that bitch, and she's gonna, you know, bad things are gonna happen. That's all I'm gonna say. Bad things are gonna happen. It won't necessarily be Carrie's fault, but there's no way around it. Let's go ahead and kill that guy. Taken care of. We've used remarkably little healing on this mission. We've been more of a best defense is a good offense sort of thing going. Do I want to throw away these green boots in order to take that portrait? This may sound strange, but I think the answer is yes, I do. Because we have better trinkets for Roderick Usher. He's never going to wear those boots, and he was the only person we would have considered putting those boots on to begin with. Do we still have a bandage by chance? Nope. Was going to patch up old Rod there, but patching up the old Rod, by the way, would be a great euphemism for sex. Just be off for a minute. Gonna go hang out with the hubby for a little bit, patch up the old Rod. You know, it's been a while. See? Works good. But we could have maybe taken care of his bleeding. That's a less quality euphemism for sex. Taking care of the bleeding. That's got some negative connotations. Let's just sidestep that entirely and move right along. Some spiders. Well, these should not present a problem. That one's dead.
Executed with impunity.
Well observed, Mr. Narrator. Impunity indeed. See,
Singular strike.
I was going to say that was more of being executed with impunity, but it was also a singular strike, so I can't really, Holy shit balls. We are just crushing it, folks. These are some motivated troopers here. I'm telling you. These guys, you fucking guys. These fucking guys. Man, solid work from everybody. We probably should have reordered our party, but this room's empty, so it doesn't matter. It'll have Cock Jack back in the front. You know what? We're going to skip that room because it's empty. Now, there is Resolve EXP to be had. You make a valid case, hypothetical person who's having the other half of this conversation with me. There is something to be said for going down there. It does add Resolve EXP, but I think we're going to get all we need for everybody with our current path. So let's just skip the fight. Don't you... Okay. It's going to be real salty because I have 2 holy waters. And we could get rid of the stress you got out of the last confessional. Thank you for being a friend, Half Cock Jack. You travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, Half. You're a pal and a confidant. I mean that, sincerely. Nice shot, by the way, Doctor Strange. That was well done. Our pal and confidant also going to blow that other bone conscript into chunklets and Madeline Usher. Holy crap, guys. This is the singular most... I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't know what to say. The performance here is just... It's remarkable. Goodbye, torches, because I want rubies. I also want gold. We have 12 food left. We need the shovel. Holy water, and Half-Cock Jack's not going to give us a chance to use it anyway, so the holy water goes bye-bye. The alchemy table... You know what, let's just have... the other thing we can put on this, is it medicinal herbs? It is. Hey, sweet. Alright, so an extra 750 gold, that's money well spent. Needed that bandage a minute ago, don't necessarily need it now. Let's continue on. We did at least find a use for our medicinal herbs. I don't think we're going to find a banquet table, so... Probably the best way to employ them. Also freeing up an inventory slot as well, which we kind of needed. Well, we freed it up and filled it with gold, which really is sort of the best outcome in both directions. Digging through that rubble. You dig that rubble, yo. Like John Henry, you dig. Actually, John Henry, I think, was a steel-driving man, as opposed to any kind of tunneler and or digger. Halt! No! Lucy, I'm not sure why you're randomly ordering us to halt in the middle of the dungeon, but it seems like a pretty terrible idea. Let's just kill these guys. We're fucking steamrolling this dungeon. I don't even see why you would be the least bit worried. I mean, we're literally tearing this fucking dump apart. Bone Bulwark got a lot of hit points. Half-Cock Jack's going to get rid of about half of them for us, though. Eldritch Push, not really a problem. We can Holy Lance back if necessary. It wasn't even necessary, though. Bone Bulwark's going down without swinging. Or stress relief for the rod. Bam! That's a kill for Maddie. And no more goblets full of blood in the face. All these chumps can do is damage, which we're not really terribly concerned about. So, yeah. Nice kill from Half-Cock Jack, setting us up solidly for the reminder. Oh, a critical for 1 damage. Roderick Usher is literally invulnerable, folks. The man is a stalwart champion of justice, good, and all things noble, and is immune to all mortal weapons. He also does pretty damn good damage as well. Alright, so I want the busts. Do we still need a shovel? You know what? Medicinal herbs, you gots to go. I need the busts. The onyx, I would like to get it, but no. Could have thrown the shovel on the ground because we actually don't still need the shovel, but that's okay. I think I'm going to get a chance to do that when we open this heirloom chest anyway. What do we got? Yep. Alright, so take everything we can get our filthy hands on, and that's, well, sorted. Portraits? I think go bye-bye. I would prefer to have busts and crest. Shovel, you're also gone. These, I gotta say goodbye. We can't ditch our food at this point. We're going to need it. Don't anybody... Thank you, Roderick Usher. Nothing good has ever come out of one of those Iron Maidens until now. You know what? No, I stand by my assertion. Nothing good has ever come out of an Iron Maiden, because that's 125 gold. It's almost completely worthless. I'd have given you 125 gold to not open it, Roderick Usher. I would have. Man, we're abandoning gold, and it feels so very wrong. You know what? We could camp at the end of this mission, but I don't really think we need to. I can't eat all of our food. That's just stupid. I'm throwing firewood on the ground in order to take 250 gold. That seems oh so very wrong to me, but it has to be done. Nice disarm, by the way, Half-Cock. Proud of you. I think Half-Cock Jack is like 4 for 4 on the traps, except for the one he didn't notice that went off in Roderick Usher's face. I don't think he's missed one yet. 12 damage from Doctor Strange. That's, I believe, a minimum damage roll. Little disappointing. Ooh, got the pushback. Nice start from Half-Cock Jack. The pushback on point-blank shot's pretty rare. That doesn't happen that often. Which is sort of the definition of the word rare, which I guess makes sense. Nice kill from Maddie. Nobody getting blood tossed in their face. Madeline Usher really is sort of our backstop for that shit. She's preventing faces full of blood at every opportunity. And the continued criticals we're getting out of Roderick Usher really are keeping us in low-stress town, which is a good place to be. You know what? Yeah. 7 damage on the Enchantress. Not fantastic, but we'll take it. That's going to let old Half-Cock Jack mop up the floor. And then that just leaves our cultist friend to get smashed in the head by Roderick Usher, who is kind of in beast mode here. Roderick Usher is handing out fucking beatdowns left and right. We have as much gold as we can physically carry. There's a case to be made for throwing one of these sets of gems on the floor, actually. Or these deeds. You know what? We don't need the deeds. I'd rather have the crests. And party's in the right order. Heirloom chest. We're just going to see what's in it. I don't even think we're going to be able to carry it out. And we got 6 crests out of it, so you know what? Entirely worth opening, actually. And on we go to the last room. This is it, folks. This has been a thorough steamroll. And, I think the dungeon probably feeling a little ashamed of itself. If I was the dungeon, I would definitely be feeling ashamed of myself after getting my shit pushed in the way we have pushed this dungeon shit in. And anyone eat the food. Literally anyone eat the food. Always making me waste food. That's fine. We'll take a whole stack of gold instead. That whole stack of gold will buy plenty of food. $20 can buy many peanuts. Explain how. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Man, Doctor Strange has been on fucking point this mission with the critical abyssal artilleries. He really has been doing a fantastic job. 19 damage and a strong start for Half-Cock Jack on the bulwark. It's alright. 22 stress isn't the end of the world. I have to assume some of it's coming back right now anyway. No, maybe not. We did get the point of damage back. I'd have rather had some of the 22 stress back, but the damage is fine too. Axe Blade. Half-Cock Jack dodging all of that crap. Man, Half-Cock Jack is just not taking any shit this mission, and Roderick Usher continues his campaign of unrelenting slaughter and an absolute complete refusal to be injured. Look at him. Good sweet Christ, Roderick Usher. You've really found your form, sir. I think we have to leave all of that on the floor. We can take 550 gold, but it's less useful or less valuable than anything else we have a full stack of. Lesson crests are kind of why we came. Yeah, as much as I hate to do it, we got to leave it. And if this is locked, you know what? I'm not even going to try and open it. I don't care what's in there. I've got everything I can carry. That sarcophagus stays unexplored, and we'll look in it next time, maybe.
We reclaim what is ours.
That is a sweet haul of cash. 20,500 in raw gold, and we get a ton of heirlooms. An absolute ton. And look at this. Resolve rank 5 for Jack and the Good Doctor. What'd you get, Jack? Wield Tactician. I'll take it. It's good. Solid ability. Doctor Strange will now only meditate for stress relief, which, while unfortunate, does seem appropriate, I have to admit. And Madeline Usher is a warrior of light. Well, good for her. She can join the other light warriors in Final Fantasy, and that'll be fine. So, heading back to town, and I gotta say, I'm feeling real good after that mission. Really good. We humiliated that dungeon. We really did. We didn't just win that one. We won like 63-2. And the 2 points was what the other team scored when they got a safety, because we put in our team of entire freshmen, and they bobbled the snap, it rolled into the end zone, and we just let them fall on it because we felt bad that it was 63-0. Man. We stomped their guts out. We really did. That was quite a dramatic win. So let's see what our next mission is going to look like. Randolph Carter, Candy Jade, Roderick Usher. All of these guys could make Resolve Rank 5 next mission. And then, once that happens, it's on to begin battling the most nefarious of foes. We can work our way deep into the darkest dungeon. Start taking out the bosses. That will be nice. In the meantime, do we have any other sort of treatments or anything else that is required? I don't really think we do. Pretty sure everything... you know, we could use a little stress relief for Arya Stark. Let's see what Arya will do and let her do that. She will only pray. That's fine. We can take Arya, not to the sanitarium. Go to the Abbey. We will let Arya Stark pray to a higher power. Give her 9 gold. And let's do some upgrades. Guild should be fully upgraded. Guild is locked. Blacksmith also should be fully upgraded, right? It is. Fantastic. Abbey, not fully upgraded. And this is why kind of why we needed Bus and Crest. So let's do the Penance Hall, but we'll hold off on that. We got 83%, so everything but 1 for the Abbey. Take a look at the Sanitarium. We're going to have to come back to that at a later date. We need a ton of busts in order to upgrade the Sanitarium. We do want to look at the Tavern here. Tavern is now 100% upgraded. Pretty damn sweet. Stagecoach, how you looking? We need deeds for the Stagecoach. Alright, well, that's not really a priority. Survivalist. Just crests, right? Yeah, I think just crests for the Nomad Wagon as well, I believe. Yep, we could actually do one of the Nomad Wagons now. Any of these worth a shit? We could... For the first time ever, we could actually afford one. A Paralyzer's Crest. Yeah, give up critical to get 20% extra chance to stun with an attack that isn't even worth using. That's a fantastic trinket. Caution Cloak we already have. Blight Charm we have thrown more on the ground. Stun Amulet is bad. So I'm not really that enthused about upgrading the Nomad Wagon, if I'm going to be perfectly honest about the situation. I'd way rather upgrade the Sanitarium, which we can't do. And I'd rather, you know what, let's do the Abbey instead then. We can get, you know what, we can get all the way home. So the Abbey fully upgraded. Fantastic. 100%. And look at that, brand new spire on the Abbey, fully reconstructed. The Hamlet is looking swank. We are going to make so much cash when we flip this bitch. We told you residents, by the way, that we were flipping this bitch, right? Because we're not actually going to live here once we fix it up. We're going to, you know, we're just going to turn it over for a profit. Pretty sure I told you guys that. I mean, you got like 2 months to get your shit and get out. Seriously, you're all evicted. I hate to be kind of a stickler, but we got motivated buyers, and this is time sensitive. So while you guys maybe pack up your stuff, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon, new episodes 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, consider subscribing as well. Catch them all like a Pokemon. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.